3, 2, 1, brawl! Victory! 3, 2, 1, brawl! 1, brawl! Three, two, one, brawl! Three, two, one, brawl!
like, look at this. He's going into this top 8 bracket, even though he is on the loser's side. We can see the people he's faced, right? He 3-1 Sweaty Meat. He went 3-2 versus Snowy. Snowy winning out the set to bring Snowy into the upper bracket of top 8. And then Seikuz had to move down into the losers, beating out Draggy, right? So he's not here off of some fluke. He's not here off of a weird occurrence or anything. But
nobody can deny that.
Going into this first game here, onto Forces of Lions, Sleepy picking out the Kaya. We're gonna see how everything can start out here.
Okay, I mean, very good start from Seikuz here, from Seikuz's Greatsword. Iconic Greatsword already. I mean, again, he's been an absolute prodigy lately. In every tournament, honestly, any major so far in this season, Seikuz was there, which is crazy.
Yeah, we can see the playstyle that Greatsword is kind of characterized with being able to control the ground and control these players landing so much. And Sleepy is bleeding.
Playing Greatsword is literally, just absolute ground control. Which is, again, a very powerful tool to have in Brawlhalla. What a side sig, by the way. Man, Seikuz looking ready for this top 8.
Caught inside of the hitbox. Sleepy caught a little sleep at the wheel, de-sigging wrong way at the corner, getting hit in the back by that Greatsword side sig. And now Seikuz has the opportunity.
100%.
Seikuz with the opportunity to get a little bit of extra credit here.
Yeah, alright.
And we're seeing Whip City over here.
Yeah, I mean, again, it's bow and Greatsword. Honestly, both weapons are string weapons. Even though, like, Greatsword, as you saw, literally right there, one dodge read, you're cooked. What was that GC side sig? And that caught, what a sider as well. Okay, that is absolute mastery. I'm not gonna lie.
What a positioning call out from Seikuz there. Being able to just catch Sleepy on the very tip of that, I'm talking pixels of the hitbox we're able to catch, and still being able to take down the stock. And now Sleepy not only has to battle getting back to stage, but also having to battle the mentality here. You're playing against Greatsword and you're getting pieced up. And
dude,
you've got to recover from that.
Playing against Greatsword is just, you gotta recover from that in itself. Just gotta recover from playing as Greatsword, which is ridiculous to say, but that's just how it is. That weapon is just, because it's so fundamentally different from any other weapon when it comes to like the way you play it. That GC Ensig was absolutely disgusting for a 3-stock. See, thing is, like, back at the other sets, like, we maybe had some strategies going in, like, hey, what can Guichibu do to like beat anime? But what can we say now?
Right.
What can we say now? Like, what can Sleepy do? Like, adapt, I guess?
And I feel like,
even though Sleepy needs to adapt fast, because Seikuz is aggressive on that Greatsword once he gets his reads. Like, look at this. Look at this!
And the map is not doing Sleepy any favors here. Not being able to land on any of these platforms. You have to challenge Seikuz directly in his domain on the stage here. And Sleepy is just losing out so many opportunities to wake up GCD
light. I mean, again, it really feels like it's sometimes like you can just mass stuff on Greatsword and get away with it. Seriously, like, that GCD light was absolutely ridiculous, but it's honestly such a good option.
Right,
especially if you do it like right above the stage, like right above the ground, it's so good. It's almost like an N tier as well.
We are going to be seeing the Seikuz hammer for the first time. Let's see if it is going to be... you know, that's the opportunity for Sleepy to get the stock. Quick pogo on the edge there. And
I mean,
Seikuz is going to be the first one to drop.
The GC down heavy. Almost playing back the GC down light on the Greatsword he did.
Yeah. And you can see how aggressive Seikuz is with that. That was off of a stuffed recovery. So he was just mashing that heavy button.
Yeah, it really feels like he doesn't care sometimes, man.
Right.
And hey, that's the strength in his playstyle. It's almost like unpredictability to a certain point. Off Greatsword at least, right? I mean, speaking of off Greatsword, he is not getting off that Greatsword.
Right. Good read from
Decent,
Sleepy.
okay. Sleepy
He's taking
actually
a look
adapted
in.
quite well so far if you look at the damage. That was pretty good. Okay.
Now,
When I catch a landing, Seikuz gets the GC downlight again, taking Sleepy off the stage. Gets the side there, pushing him further back. No GC, I mean the down heavy, no GC this time.
yeah, we
Okay.
can see how
like there.
willing Seikuz is to go for some of these ground gravity cancel reads.
Yeah,
throwing
dude.
out some down heavies, down zigs,
I don't know
side
what's going
zigs.
on. Oh,
And look at that,
that spacing was crazy. What?
Pixels
And the
away.
side zig
Seikuz is able to secure
capitalize?
it with the side zig.
That was crazy. That was so sick.
And now
That was
any lead
Seikuz,
that
though.
Sleepy had is gone.
I mean, yeah, and Magyar, very meaty character, very meaty legend here. Will definitely take a few hits to KO, even on deep red.
So many opportunities for
said.
Seikuz to get some extra credit here.
Just more damage, and he does. Look at this.
Looking at the current
Sleepy already
trajectory.
on orange.
Yeah. Sleepy is lucky
Oh,
to
see?
get the stock here before
The dodge?
they reach red.
Oh man. Yeah, like it's. I don't know, man. It's just looking dreadful for Sleepy. Even though I am gonna give him credit, he has adapted somewhat.
Yeah. This
Can
is
definitely. I mean, from a 3 stock to a 1-to-1 stock, like
far
that's
cry
not
from
bad.
last game.
Yeah, 100%.
So now Sleepy has the Sisyphean task of being able to bring it back from
Ooh,
Greatsword.
that's brutal.
And
Oh man.
just getting
Seikuz.
tossed around.
Seikuz. Oh, the GC downlight that almost caught, by the way. That was like a nanopixel away.
And now Seikuz, he's got a golden opportunity here, just looking for any of those hammer aerials.
Yeah,
One of
it's
them's got to
there.
hit, and it's going to be the Nair to finish it off. Seikuz doing 640 damage versus
On
Sleepy's
Greatsword
400.
alone. Shout outs to
Greatsword.
19 damage on hammer. We love to see it.
Hey, 19, but he still got the stock off of it. So
Hey, he got it, you know? 31 damage on unarmed. I mean, he wasn't fully on Greatsword, okay?
Brawl.
No more Greatsword allegations. Greatsword 1 trick allegations.
only got
Alright.
2/3 of the KOs with it, and now,
Okay?
oh man,
We did see a few hits off of Greatsword right there, shutting us up even more. Seiko's
And-
untouched. What is going on?
yeah,
Okay,
he's yet been able
Sleepy.
to get a hit. Sleepy just now finding some sort of momentum, catching out the GC side sig. He got a little
Yeah.
bit more of a read on what. Never mind. I was gonna say a little bit more of a read of what
No,
Seikuz is gonna be doing, but
no,
got
just
caught
no.
by
Oh
another.
wait, huge. That GC neutral take. That's absolute tech. He came back from the stage flawlessly, from the off stage flawlessly. Excuse me. Sleepy now. I don't know.
Yeah,
I would be
being
in
able to
shambles
adjust
after that
position
one.
like that.
I would be in shambles. I am not going to lie. Man, I don't know what to say. Like Sleepy looks like definitely a solid player on this Kaya, but I don't know. I don't know if it's enough. Nice
It's-
sunlight. Okay.
It's
What a
starting to look
crazy
good for
dodge from
Sleepy, though.
Seikuz. Yeah, I mean it's equal stocks now. Definitely found some holes in Seikuz's playstyle. Gets the heavy nair there. On the hammer, by the way. Just so you know, on the hammer. I will repeat, on the hammer. Got that stock off.
That was such a good dodge through the bow D-Sig as well to be able to get a hit off. But we are on Small World's End, so we are playing on some smaller borders. That does give Sleepy the opportunity to be able to finish out some of these stocks a little bit faster, because Seikuz is playing super high defense.
Ultra high defense, like, man. And the Greatsword, honestly, it just feels like more defense added on top. It just feels
Right.
like it. The GC
Nice catch.
downlight, finally punished from Sleepy. That was really nice. Okay, Sleepy is definitely finding that Greatsword. I
another
will
game,
give him
Sleepy
so
is-
much respect. Oh no, but it's just gone. One dodge read. Gone. Just like that. Spot
The
dodge?
dodge and it's over.
Nothing
You
personal,
dodge,
kid.
It's over. And
Nothing personal. Yep.
we're
Got
at
a
the
dodge,
point, like,
you're gone.
I do believe Sleepy is making some really good adjustments in the playstyle, being able to call out
But
Seikuz,
man,
but
is it
Seikuz
enough? Is it
just
enough though?
Doing them dirty.
Like, I don't know, man. I don't want to be one-sided when it comes to casting, but this is...
It's a one-sided game.
It is a one-sided game, but very nice down there. Capitalizing off of that off-stage mistake from Seikuz. Sleepy, showing signs of life, but it's probably too little too late on this bow. Maybe making something happen. Downlight recovery with the GC coming in from Seikuz. Almost getting that KO off the top. Downlight recovery again. GC'd. Making me repeat myself. Seikuz. Oh no! Oh bro! He just hit buttons there and won. And that's it. That's it. That's a 3-0.
Yeah, that's a 3-0. Even and like Seikuz, he's playing it like in such a weirdly aggressive way. We saw so many times where he would miss something and then go immediately for another option. Right. And I'm excited for this next game because up next we have Anime and Seikuz, some of the heaviest hitting people in the bracket. Both playing these
Greatsword heavy.
Yeah.
And Xull, you know, I mean, there's been, definitely some sort of power creep on the characters.
Just a little bit. But we're gonna be seeing the 9 attack versus the 9 defense. Man, they're both.
I mean, we'll see if. Yeah, we'll see if that's the pick, though.
We'll see a little bit of aggression here. I'm hoping.
I will see.
Talking about the
Demon Island.
3, 2, 1, brawl.
I'm not too sure.
Okay, so this is. Yeah,
if going up against Seikuz without platforms is really the best idea.
Oh man, okay. Anime already had an explosive start with this Xull pick, looking really nice on that cannon. There's already so much damage built up on Seikuz, and Seikuz, you know, he needs to do his bread and butter Greatsword stuff. We'll see if he can though. Anime definitely a bit more speedy in terms of movement than a few other players.
Yeah, and Seikuz is kind of in
What is happening?
We dancing?
This Tom and Jerry? It looks like a Tom and Jerry episode. I'm not gonna lie. That was a bit weird for a sec. I mean, I get it.
Anime hasn't swung in like 15 seconds, looking for the perfect opportunity. Because we'll be seeing it as soon as he misses with that axe. Seikuz is hitting 2, maybe even 3 Greatsword hits. Yeah,
7 quintillion hits on Greatsword, then you're gone.
Anime trying his absolute best to try to play this perfectly. Nice dodge through the swing from the Greatsword.
Okay. Again, a lot more neutral in this matchup. I'm honestly surprised. I've seen Anime. I mean, he is quite the neutral-based player, but Seikuz, on the other hand, gets nared because he seems kind of afraid to throw hits.
Yeah.
Which is weird.
Both of these players are playing. Not only are they playing far from each other, but they're playing so reserved. But Anime now taking the opportunity where Seikuz is unarmed, and Seikuz almost forcing himself to throw away the hammer. Anime is taking the opportunity to just tack on a lot of damage.
Okay, and there it is. And there it is. That was a very huge string on that Greatsword that we love and hate. Interesting NSIG, probably just to whiff a sidelight or an endlight there from the axe. Oh, what a dodge coming in from Seikuz. Okay, finally stepping it up in this game.
We can see.
It looks a bit slow.
We can see exactly what Anime is afraid of. As soon as Anime whiffs with that axe, as soon as he's not able to find a correct punish, Seikuz is running away with that damage. But Seikuz is deep into this disadvantage with health. Anime has to just find maybe even a D-Light Nair. Is probably going to finish it off, even though Seikuz is playing with 9 def.
Very nice nairs though. Coming in from Anime, just building up some more damage on Seikuz's second stock. And again, Seikuz trying to find those openings, but Anime's movement is so deliberate. What a nice sidelight there to end that second stock. Seikuz finally looking on the back foot here in this tournament.
And I love that from him, playing stacked on Seikuz, and once Seikuz whiffed, Anime waited for the dodge, and look at him.
Yeah, very nice side airs as well, like just honestly a bit more aggressive than Seikuz right now, and I'm just gonna shut up because I'm wrong. That GC Silent was crazy, and Seikuz equalizes those stocks like nothing happened.
Beautiful option on the off stage too. That was
beautiful. I would have expected like a GC downlight because I've seen that a few more times from him, but the GC Silent, I mean, is definitely. Oh my goodness!
And we can see the precision from Seikuz. He's running away with this, and we can see exactly what Anime is afraid of. He's been playing very passive with this axe, looking for the perfect opportunity, and Seikuz, without any options, is still going to be able to get back.
Oh my! Oh, very nice there. I mean, this match has been going on for a long time, but Seikuz locks it in and gets the first game off of Anime.
Really good.
Even though, yeah, very good neutral-wise game. I'm not gonna lie. Even though it wasn't that eventful, definitely some crazy reads here and there. That GC Silent was definitely a highlight from Seikuz. Oh, shoutouts to 2 damage on Hammer, by the way.
Yeah,
and 569 damage on Greatsword. That was nice. And here we go, back on Demon Island, game 2. Alright, Seikuz got the Greatsword, and that's, you know, that's just, that might just be wraps, even though Anime does manage to get the cannon as well. So, it's looking a lot better now, a lot more balanced. Unarmed against Greatsword is a nightmare, man. I don't know.
Right.
It's like hydrogen bomb versus coughing baby. Like,
speaking of hydrogen bomb, Anime throwing out some heavy hits with his cannon, trying to see if he can track Seikuz's movement and carry him off stage. But Anime is
nice Silent, just face him away. That was so clean coming in from Seikuz, and gets that end light finisher to end that stock very early in, by the way. Different scenario from last game.
Yeah, and it looks like Seikuz is in Anime's head right now, being able to catch so many of these opportunities, but Anime going for a wake up end light and getting a good position off of it.
Oh,
almost taking the
very
stop.
nice Sair coming in from Anime. Though Seikuz is still alive, man, on his 3rd stock, and again, Silent Sair will do it. Thankfully, on Demon Island will do it, and now Anime just trying to get more damage on this axe, I assume.
Anime's got a really good opportunity here. We know that Seikuz has the hammer.
Did you see that, by the way? Yoink!
Oh, man.
Nope, I don't need that. Nope. As soon as he got it, he was like 1 frame throw. That was crazy coming in from
straight
Seikuz.
out of his hands.
Yeah, that was so funny. I mean, I get it, man. Hey, Seikuz is all about the Greatsword, and I don't blame him. His Greatsword is nutty.
We got our main weapons. So now Anime has to find the opportunity to get some momentum, but the dodge is caught.
That's a massive spot dodge read. Yeah. It's looking dire, man. It's looking so dire for my man Anime here. Like, the more damage. Oh, wait. Never mind. Very nice. Edgeguard position gets the down sig. Not enough to KO, though, even though he held it, which is insane. It's insane. I mean, again, Magyar is an absolute tank. The definition of a tank. So
it's that 9 defense talking. Stomp Sair is not going to finish it off, and it's not going to get the opportunity to finish off the edge guard either. So Anime will find it on the sidelight Sair with the cannon.
Yeah, I mean, oh, never. But
there it is.
What a disrespectful just punch to the face. The punch to the jaw just to take him to the side. Seikuz equalizing those stocks, and now on Greatsword trying to get some hits, even though Anime is looking very aggressive on the axe, even though he doesn't have that much stage control. Okay, finally regains it though. Nice. Seikuz gets it, getting some side lights, even though Anime is having the lead. Slight, but he does have it.
Yeah, the opportunities that Anime is looking for are a whiff from Seikuz into Seikuz dodging the attack, but Seikuz is... he's not letting it happen right now. Anime is getting pieced up, catching a nice...
That was huge!
GC sidelight.
Neutral sig though. He had the neutral sig prepped anyway, but gets the side there. And Anime equalizes. Don't tell me is it another game 5. There's absolutely no way, man.
So now we are tied up
It is looking like a game of adaptation, because it seems like neither of the players want to change away from their legends. I mean, obviously Seikuz, but same with Anime. He seems very confident in this Xull pick, and I mean, I don't blame him. Did equalize the set so far, even though Seikuz is an absolute monster on the Greatsword and just stage control overall, so you gotta be careful, even though Anime has some crisp movement.
Yeah, and Seikuz.
But it's looking like Seikuz. Yeah, he is absolutely dominating so far on this Greatsword, man. It's just so scary. Anime can barely land, as you can see. He just kept jumping around because it was so much pressure from Seikuz's Greatsword, man. Oh, he almost got that downline nair as well. Or there nair.
There it is. Seikuz.
And there it is.
Keeping control of this entire interaction, dodging every retaliation from Anime, and finishing off the stock. Well, he's just barely reaching the yellow. That is nuts. And now he's a full stock ahead off of this interaction. And Anime is looking a little afraid.
Yeah. It's... Again, I mean, I don't blame him. Can you really blame him? I can't.
Not at all.
His Greatsword is absolutely malicious. That's all I'm gonna call it. Malicious.
Seikuz is
like,
cold with this. Taking every opportunity. Anime is just getting poked right now.
Like, look, he's not even doing moves. Just his sheer pressure on the Greatsword is just enough to scare Anime away in terms of movement and just overall stage control, the fight for stage control. Gets those nice hits though every now and then, showing signs of life, but Seikuz builds up damage as well as soon as those hits end, and now it's looking like a 3-stock all of a sudden. What is going on?
Oh man, we're seeing glimpses of the game against Sleepy here, where Seikuz was in full control of this entire time. Once you let Seikuz get online, once you let him really activate,
lock in,
it's over for you.
It's cooked. It's just cooked, man. I don't know. It's looking so dominant on the Greatsword. I just cannot stop repeating myself, because I mean, he is just playing Greatsword first of all, so I gotta just praise what I see. And man,
so now Anime has to play Sisyphus Simulator and claw his way back up this hill of playing against Seikuz's Greatsword.
I mean, okay, he is kinda creeping up on the damage here, Anime, but okay, very nice neutral light. Gets to the side light, tries to get the GC side light, which was a bit cheeky and a bit risky, especially against Seikuz. He's so good at dodging those, but get the side light down there, not enough to KO. Comes back from the depths of Valhalla. It's insane. Seikuz just somehow comes back. He's like Bunny.
Yeah, being able to hold on to these options and getting just barely to the corner of the stage and not getting punished off of it, because I'm assuming that Anime is thinking that there's no way he's making it back, right?
And he does! Just like that. The 1,000 souls, you know? They come back to haunt you. And it's looking like an absolute ghost chase here with Anime. Like, I don't know, it's... Like, he tries to get that damage. Wait, this could be huge. He doesn't go for the finisher though, and that's honestly smart, especially when you're deep red, and especially when you're against Seikuz. Can definitely reverse you. Okay, all of a sudden it's looking scary for Seikuz.
Generational comeback opportunity from Anime here.
It does. Honestly, that was crazy. Nice neutral light to take him off. Now gets the axe. A good Sair, that's probably gonna do it. Seikuz trying to find a hit as well. And now it's looking like a neck-and-neck situation, but what a recovery with the momentum upwards. Seikuz, 2-1s. No character swaps, probably no map swaps if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, we're back on Demon Island here.
Okay, back on Demon Island. I mean, I love to see it. The final destination of Brawlhalla, as I will keep calling it. I do not care. And it is time. Game 4.
Yeah, check it out. Seikuz had 0 damage on Hammer that game.
I'm not even gonna mention it. Like, I saw that. I was like, there's no point. 2 damage, 0 damage, tomato, tomato. You know, it's same thing. Like,
we're now in game 4. I think we're still in single digits with hammer damage.
I mean, yeah. Hey, the greatsword is doing wonders for him. Can you really blame him though? Yeah, I really can. As much as I want to, because I don't really personally like greatsword. But oh my goodness, Seikuz is just so good on it. So good. He gets those reads, those pristine reads. Like, I get it. It's greatsword, but you can't discredit him. You can't. He's here for a reason. Anyone can play greatsword, right? Anyone can play greatsword, but not like Seikuz.
Not like Seikuz.
Not like Seikuz.
It's a game of control right now.
Anime
catching
down
a
there.
nice dodge, giving an opportunity for him to edge guard, but Seikuz.
As much as we praise Seikuz's greatsword, anime doesn't look like too shabby either, especially on the cannon. Very nice reads, very nice callouts on those sidelights, and ooh, the GC downlight into the neutral heavy, getting that cheeky stock away, and now on the cannon, anime gets the
both finishing off the stocks with these unarmed heavy attacks, resetting us back into a equal game on health.
Yeah.
So now,
Not in
we're back to
stats,
square
but
one.
yeah. Pretty much, and now this edgeguard situation for Seikuz. Did not manage to do much with it, and I mean it makes sense. It is greatsword. Just waiting back to get on the stage is better for him and for his weapon. A lot better, just to get those stylize, those whips, punishes going. Even though anime he is adapting in terms of spacing. If you notice this, especially on the greatsword, he tries to read those sidelights where he would drop them like Seikuz, but oh man, and as soon as he gets one read, it's wraps for anime, man.
Yeah, give him an opportunity.
So
Anime is dipping into the red.
Yeah.
You can see it in his playstyle. Anime is stressing a little bit.
Yeah, I don't blame him. It's so dire, man. That greatsword is just so disgusting in a good way, really. Like, look at those reads! The spot dodge read once again. Patching with that final, like the end light finisher, that did wonders for Seikuz so far in this tournament.
Yeah,
Man.
It's not looking good for Anime's ability to bring it back here. If he can be able to take the stop.
Not again! Is in his mind the second spot dodge read in a row! No, it's looking so dire because Anime hasn't adapted to that yet, and that's already the second same read. Seikuz hit on him on the greatsword, the instant swap just to get another greatsword primed in case he loses it.
Yeah, and Anime is bleeding on this stock. There might be able to finish it off.
The neutral zigzag.
Catching the neutral sig on the recovery, but Anime is deep into the red, and Seikuz just needs to find one good interaction to finish off the game.
Wait. I mean, again, a solid cannon string can definitely turn the tides here. Even though it doesn't really seem possible. The end light finisher, once again, he quite literally, and I'm not joking, I'm pretty sure he spammed end light there. And that won the game. That's a 3-1
Just throwing it out. That's going to be Anime eliminated from the bracket in the 5th, 6th position. And Seikuz moving on to face the winner of our next game in the losers bracket, Snowy versus Sweaty Meat.
Hope we get some more sets in, but we are going to be moving on to a set that I wanted to see with Seikuz against Snowy, it looks like. All right. I'm not going to lie. Right now, Seikuz may be the most hated semi-pro to exist, okay? We've only seen Greatsword. In fact, earlier I was watching his sets. I gotta look at this again. Earlier I was watching his sets, and oh my gosh, the amount of damage that he was not doing on Hammer.
Oh yeah, no, he does 0.
Okay.
He tries to get 0. I mean, I think if he hits with on a hammer, it's like a disgrace to him. You know, it's like.
And we're getting into this game. I was going to segue that into saying that Snowy is honestly my demon. Okay, when Snowy was rocking the weapon throws every 2.5 seconds in tournaments, that's all what my ranked Q was. So I don't want to see it. Luckily, it's been nerfed. We're getting into game 1 here. Kuz is actually on the Imugi instead of the Magyar. An interesting pick. We got to see Moni Hala rocking it a lot, but I think it's only for the Greatsword damage. I don't think Okay, we already have a Sig coming out. I don't think that the axe is going to come out much unless it's needed. Maybe pulling it out just for the BM against Snowy. Another sidelight D-Light into D-Sig. Kuz is already racking up the damage.
Oh my goodness.
D-Light. Oh my
Just
gosh.
going for it.
At this point, I don't even know what to say. Kuz might just lose the stock here. No, gets the chase dodge, but Snowy with the dare into GC D-Sig to take that stock.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, I mean, he was getting really testy off stage, and that is the one problem of Imugi, right? It's got that really slow speed. I mean, it's a turtle, so of course he's going to be slow, but he is extra slow. And in this game, speed is one of the most important stats, if not the most important. Some people actually debate it to be one of the most important things. I can't blame them, right? Because the way you move around in the air, that is completely dependent on your speed. So if you're slow, you're going to get caught by some really good players, and Snowy is definitely one of those really good players.
Yes, Kuz, I believe rocking the 4, maybe the 3, I'm not sure speed, but we did see that their first stock, like you're saying, Snowy was able to very quickly maneuver around the corner, and Kuz was just stuck trying to jump straight up onto it, and that's not gonna do it against a Rayman. You can throw that D-Sig out super quick. Kuz again, sidelight, D-Light, catching the spot dodge with the D-Sig. That is the second time he's thrown that out. Snowy pressuring on stage right now. Kuz is in the red, and Snowy only needs a sidelight recovery to take out. Kuz is on his last stock in game 1.
Yeah, I mean, if you're going to be playing Imugi, then I bet you're going to be throwing out the SIGs, right? That's like the whole reason you're going to play him. Other than that damage and that defense, you're really going to need those SIGs. They are very, very top tier, and I'm sure Seikuz knows that. Though, I'm just still a little bit questionable of a swap because he's just, I mean, he's the Magyar guy, right? That's what kind of he's known for at this point, is being the Magyar player who never plays anything other than Magyar. So, I don't know. It seems a little bizarre to bring it out now of all times, you know, being top 4 of this tournament. But who knows? He might have something cooking in the bag. Right now,
that is disgusting. That is disgusting.
Very, very nice. Yes, it really is disgusting. The way it just brings from the back of the SIG and then still goes in the same direction. I mean, some signatures that have that type of hitbox where it goes in multiple directions from your character, it sends proportional to where the direction is. But that one, no matter what, as long as you're facing in the correct direction, it will send that way. And that is what makes it so disgusting.
Yeah, and not only did it KO, it actually saved Kuz from losing neutral there. If you didn't notice, Snowy just random spot dodge above stage, and Kuz was unable to get anything off of it. Snowy had the advantage, but Kuz just like grabs him with the back pixel of that signature and KOs. And there we go again. Another sidelight D-Light D6. Snowy is unable to avoid these. Kuz narrowly avoiding the D-Sig, and now it is getting to the last combos for these stocks.
Very much so, especially it's like,
catching the D-Sig! Narrowly Snowy off stage right now in red. Kuz could finish this in a single string, a single heavy. All that's needed. Kuz tried to do the D-Light there, or the D-Sig there. We noticed it and got the recovery stuff. Gonna narrowly touch back to stage, and Snowy right now is fighting for whatever he can get. Oh, Kuz almost so getting the recovery, but the Nair is gonna take out. Kuz takes game 1 against Snowy.
One problem with a lot of these weapons coming out right now, actually all the weapons now that I look at it, is that none of them can really have consistent KOs. None of them have a kill confirm, or a KO confirm, sorry. It's really just like, you're gonna have to hit his signature, and that's what he's going for, right? So I understand why he's doing it, but get game number 2, no swaps on the same map. Here we go.
Kuz picking up the axe, immediately throwing it away. Snowy's actually going to throw his away too. Kuz picking up the 2-piece, and now the neutral has begun.
Well, it's already broken right there. Very, very quickly. And Seikuz going up in the air, trying to hunt with these nairs and whatnot, building up that damage. He knows that in the long term, Imugi is going to win that type of game. He cannot go blow for blow. Snow can't go blow for blow with something like Imugi because that damage is just way too high. But okay, getting a nice 3-piece right there. He's kind of dancing around. Both of them are about even. Gets that end light. Trying to force him not around the weapon. Okay. Oh, nice nair. Gets a 3-piece and stars him with the weapon. Okay, come on the edge, but Seikuz able to get it back. Okay, nice GC end light. Something out there. Okay, ooh, nice exhaustive recovery. Both of them on a weapon. Very difficult to kill here. We're going to be looking for, let's see, end light. Oh, there's a recovery. All right, gets the KO at the top. And let's see, he's going to go for the gauntlets. Makes sense, right? He wants to get those long strings, and he wants to get maybe those gimps, whatnot. Let's see what he does with them.
Yeah, and I think it's very dangerous for Kuz. Okay, actually getting super punished off of that GC. Snowy is going to be taking his stock and losing his own, but it is worth it. The stocks are 1-2 right now. Snowy just showing a masterclass on the gauntlets. And Kuz, you need to stop trolling. Please, stop trolling. just what was that gravity cancel? I don't know if he thought that, you know, it would hit or if he just had no other options, but I feel like just DIing towards the wall there, resetting the corner starve is going to be what gets you back to stage. And right now, Kuz just needs to even up the damage, and Endlight Finisher would have done good there. He did not touch. Okay, Snowy was not able to get that. Who's going to punish with the D-Sig of his own? Another one to come out, showing him who has the better D-Sig over the corner. Snowy.
I mean, they both got a really dastardly D-Sig on the corner, let's be honest. But still, that one, I believe, is just a little bit better. But, oh man. Okay, both of them right now hunting for the KO. But it's really looking bad for Seikuz right now. He's trying to find some sort of finisher. That's what he needs to take this out. Because you're never going to get with those openers. Oh my goodness, just a bap to the face. Okay. He was trying to go on his weapon, is able to, is probably going to look for either a side air or a side sig. Oh no!
Oh, the Sair punish.
Way too deep, yep, and gets punished. That's going to be 1-1 now, Snowing taking that game number 2.
I'm just hoping those Imugi picks works a little bit better. I just messaged Kuz and I told him that he needs to get off of this. But you know, hey, it's his game, not mine. No mid-set coaching, right? We're gonna see how this goes. Snowy is doing amazing on the corner with the gauntlets right now. Kuz building the damage back up. Not going to be getting the read. I think Snowy's a little bit more weary about dodging Greatsword and going back to being immediately grounded. I think knowing that Gauntlets kind of has that advantage landing in the air is keeping him from doing that. And you can see Kuz has not been getting too much off of it. The Nair into weapon throw down. Kuz again is just throwing off the edge. I don't know why he went for that D-Sig. It dropped him so low. And I don't think Snowy was going to fall for something like that.
No, I mean, he was kind of looking for it earlier. Snowy was falling for it in game number 1, especially with those D-Sigs, and was just looking to get something like that again. But Snowy is a really fierce competitor. He knows how to adapt, and he saw that he was getting hit by a lot of those D-Sigs, but even then, cannot get out of it because it's just such a good signature. Seikuz was able to take that stock, and once again, swapping over to the Greatsword. Nothing unexpected. Snowy able to get over to the Gauntlets. He's been doing very well with these so far, especially the offstage interactions. And I gotta say, Seikuz going off stage with this low-speed legend, I don't know. I just don't see it working out. It hasn't been working out, especially in this game 2 and 3. And right now, Snowy's going insane with these gauntlets. Tries to go out there, but isn't able to get it. Still, though, built up a lot of damage on this Seikuz. Okay. Ooh, there's that side thing.
Q's just throwing out anything and everything that might work, but Snowy is keeping up the pressure. Q's unable to even punish when Snowy's in disad, and charging up the haymaker, gonna punch him square in the face. Knocked out on the left. Q's now on his final stock for this game. Throwing away the axe immediately, going to be falling into Snowy's trap. Getting the 3-piece, a little bit of damage coming out. Kuz, could this be his awakening? Hitting the D-Sig. Okay, Snowy is one shot right now, like actually one shot. But Kuz just going to be wasting his dodge. Okay, getting back to the stage narrowly. Knowing that Snowy doesn't have the gauntlets and can't punish that D-Sig as perfectly, the 3-piece on the corner is going to take it out. Snowy, I believe, did not have a dodge. So the 3-piece was, you know, going to catch the jump, which he threw out. And that was good. That was a good option used by Kuz. And right now, we are on the last stock. Snowy is going to look to build up this damage. And honestly, even though Imugi's high defense, I have not seen any problem with Snowy building up damage. It's just been a consistent, like, 7 hits in a row on gauntlets, or, you know, axe does good damage in any percent, on any character in any damage.
Very true, but it's really been these gauntlets, right? He's been getting in there, getting the read, maybe even 2 reads in one string. And when it comes to gauntlets, you're going to be getting guaranteed at least 3 hits when you get a air dodge read, right? So he knows that's what he's going for. Wow, big ground pound there. Able to stun his opponent, but didn't get too much afterwards. Okay, he's getting a bunch of openers, isn't going for any bridges. He knows that if he commits for it and whips, that might be his stock. Okay, so it will get the big recovery there, and that's going to take the stock. Slowly going up 2-1 in this set. And now here's the question. Will Seikuz do it? Yes.
Yeah.
Thank you. He comes to his senses. He's like, okay, it's time for this Imugi to be put away for good. He's back on the Magyar, as always, and I want to see how big of a difference this makes.
It might have honestly just been the stats for that Greatsword. It might have just been the stats.
That makes sense.
Because other than maybe the D-Sig, because it's so consistent, but I just... Oh my gosh, man.
I'm not sure. But either way, we're getting into game number 4. There has been no map swap. They are definitely locked in on this Demon Island. And okay, Seikuz picking up his weapon of preference right away. Already starting to cook up a little bit on it. But Snowy gets that in light, pushing him off towards the end of the stage. And once again, you know, there's, when it comes to the speed, not a big difference between Imugi and Magyar. There is a little bit of difference. Magyar does have a little bit more with that 4 speed, but still, it's not a lot, especially compared to Snowy's speed. And you can already see, oh my goodness, it's a big nair right there. Okay, but very nice ground pound, and that is going to actually take the stock. Not able to touch. Snowy taken out early there, and he's able to prime up his weapon of the Greatsword, so he's going to be on that for the next weapon or 2, and won't be on it the hammer, which of course he does not like to use, as we know. So let's see here. Ooh. Getting risky with that D-Sig.
Okay, Snowy with a great weapon star, narrowly catching that end light. Who's trying to go for the Greatsword. It might, yeah, honestly, it was better that it was not picked up there, because that stock was so far gone that he would have been swapped back to the hammer immediately. But now, Snowy gonna try and do anything to push any sort of advantage, but Kuz playing the neutral perfectly, hitting a 5-piece. Or that was 4, I believe.
No, it was 5, you're right. Unless, maybe I'm tripping. No, I think
honestly,
that was 5.
I think I was tripping.
It was a big string. It was a big string. It led to a lot of damage. That is what is important. And oh, very nice Kuz right there.
Building up the damage on Snowy so well. The Magyar pick, just, it needed to come out. Just having that extra speed and dexterity, the GCD light finisher gonna be smacking him off the stage. Snowy, you should have backdashed off the corner there. There's no reason for you to contest that.
Oh my goodness, you know that the D-Light finisher makes me think of Imugi's D-Sig, and it's just, oh my goodness, he keeps
another
going.
5-piece.
Kuz is on fire right now with this Greatsword, gets a nice recovery, building the damage. He is now over 1 stock of a lead in the damage. Oh man, he's looking to keep building it. Gets that dare, or yeah, dare the nair. Oh my goodness, trying to get the dodge up read. Wasn't able to get it, but still look at that. That is an insurmountable amount of damage to come back from. Gets the side air, and that takes it to a game number 5. So Kuz bringing it back to an even game count.
Wow. Oh my gosh, the neutral was perfect. Every single time Snowy landed, he took 40. He landed, he took 40. He landed, he took 40. 4 times, and then Kuz is just gonna smack him with the Sarah over the corner. Absolutely disgusting. We'll see.
I mean, well, of course, it's his weapon, or sorry, his legend of preference. So, I mean, with that level 100 compared to, I think it was like level 44 or something like that for the Imugi. I mean, he's just poured hundreds, if not thousands of hours at this point into this Magyar. I mean, day in and day out, he is a Magyar player, so I think this is definitely what he needed. Clearly, getting to game number 5, and we do actually have a map swap over to that Small World's End. Can't say I'm complaining. I love this map. So let's see if it makes any sort of difference. Of course, this has much larger walls, so you do have more room to breathe, especially against a lot of these SIGs that can dunk, like, you know, all of Rayman's D-Sigs, and then the Hammer D-Sig for Seikuz's, or sorry, Magyar, which,
if he ever even uses that.
Yeah, I was saying, it's not really an important detail, because I don't think we're ever going to see the light of day on that one, but just in case we do.
You know, in the last round, he did 525 damage on Greatsword and 0 on Hammer. The double ground pound gonna come out, and Snowy is unable to get back from that. Look, Greatsword ground pound, you just drag it down the wall and hope that it hits sometimes. And when it hits on stage, it shakes the entire screen. That thing is powerful.
Yes, it does. Okay, but Snowy trying to fight back right now. And Seikuz gets that very nice D-Light finisher. Okay, tries to go for some... Yeah, that's kind of his mantra right now. He goes for the 2-piece with the starter and or bridge. And then after that, he kind of goes for that D-Light... Or sorry, it's not D-Light. That's an in-light opener. And because of that, it has that very large vertical hitbox, which will make sure you can catch a lot of those jumps and dodge up options, stuff like that. So he often goes for it, and it's been working very well so far. Able to maintain the stock lead. He's trying to look for those pieces. Oh, okay, gets right there. Very nice
5-piece, just like that. Snowy, yeah, caught his dodge out. He's going to sidelight recovery. Easy way to take the stock with the gauntlets. But now, both these players, they're 2 stocks on game 5. I know neither of them want to lose. Snowy doesn't want to lose to Boosted, and Kuz doesn't want to lose with Boosted.
I think for Seikuz, it's a lose-lose either way, because, I mean, people are going to call him Boosted for winning or Boosted for losing, and oh, wow, very nice with that Insig, though. Finally able to catch that read that he's gone for multiple times since bringing out the Magyar, and yeah, this is just a huge lead, just like in that game number 4. Can Snowy bring this back? He's a very fierce competitor. I have no doubt he can do it, but I don't know. It's getting worse and worse as this game goes on.
Keep in mind, this is Lunar. This is losers, so this is Snowy's last stock in this tournament.
Oh my goodness, he got it again! And That is game number 5 over.
Oh my
Seikuz
gosh.
over Snowy 3-2. Wow.
Are you kidding me? That KO'd in light orange.
It's such an insane sig when it hits, but man, is it hard to hit. Oh my goodness, I can't believe that KO'd.